Hey everybody, this is Dr. Mannie. Welcome to the Functional Practice Podcast. This is episode number 2, and today we're talking about being unique and being different.
Dr. Mannie's passion for functional medicine runs deep. His passion for functional medicine marketing runs even deeper. Over the past several years, Dr. Mannie has helped hundreds of doctors grow, scale, and monetize functional medicine in a big way. If you're ready to do just that, keep listening. If you want it faster, visit functionalmedicinemarketing.com. Here's Dr. Mannie.
All right, guys, let's talk about being unique and being different. You know, that's marketing 101, right? Is in marketing and sales 101 says you have to be different. You have to be unique. You have to be, you have to position yourself different from everybody else. Otherwise it's a race to the bottom. It's the lowest price wins. And, I don't want to ramble on about chiropractic and being a chiropractic commodity, but another franchise just opened down the street from one of my offices, and the entire street is lined with $19 adjustments, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So you have to be different, you have to be unique, and functional medicine provides that. And what I tell doctors to do is really drill deep, figure out what you want to fill your office with, figure out what you want to specialize in. Guys, if you look across just health in general, who are the highest paid health professions? It's specialists, it's anesthesiologists, it's dermatologists, it's surgeons, it's specialists, people that there's very few, right? They're unique, and that's why they can charge a lot more than a generalist, for example, right? Somebody who knows. And chiropractors, not to say chiropractors aren't unique, but there's one in every corner. When there's one in every corner, people can shop around, and then it becomes kind of a race to the bottom. Like we talk about a lot is, then it becomes a price war. And what you need to do is specialize and differentiate yourself and provide services that not everybody offers. So, looking back a few years, when we first started running radio ads, we started running for food testing. We were running weight loss ads, but we were talking about food testing within our commercials. So it was, it would ask the question of, hey, are the almonds you're putting on your salad at lunchtime hindering your weight loss goals? Right? So people started thinking about, oh my gosh, I wonder if I'm eating the wrong foods, and that's holding me back from achieving my weight loss goals, for example. So, and then we had people driving hour and a half, 2 hours one way just to get tested for these food. And this was probably 5-6 years ago. But I'm just showing you that once we started doing things differently, once we started adding the testing, and then we started talking about sensitivities and deficiencies and toxicities, that marketing just became so much easier. Instead of going after back pain and neck pain and headaches, that stuff is such a like I said, such a commodity. So you need to, and I don't even know if this is a word, but you need to somehow decommoditize yourself. Decommoditize, whatever that word is. Do that, right? Be different, be unique, be special, and drill deep with whatever condition and niche that you want to go after, whether it's weight loss, whether it's thyroid, whether it's ADHD kids. That's our big 3. And then we have a good amount of leaky gut, digestive dysfunction, some migraine stuff, but for the most part it's the big 4, and we just really drill deep in those specific conditions. And that's what you want. You want to be able to dominate, especially Google, page 1 with those specific conditions. So for example, let's say I go to a brand new town, new city, new area, and I want to focus and drill deep into ADHD kids, for example. Let's just use ADHD. What would I do? I would want 4, 5, or 6 listings on page 1 of Google for that specific condition. I would want video, and we teach doctors how to take the software we use and put video onto page 1 of Google. So somebody's searching, hey, ADHD doctor, ADHD treatment in my city or whatever. They're looking for local help. What's going to come up? I want my videos popping up. I want my main functional medicine practice page. I want maybe 1 or 2 ClickFunnels websites, right? So in the funnel websites are condition specific, right? It looks like it positions you as, hey, that's your main focus. That's your main goal. And I've said this, and I'll say this in other podcasts, but I would rather have 30 websites showing I treat 30 different things than one website that shows I treat 30 different things, right? So I don't want a weight loss link on a chiropractic website. I want a weight loss only website where it looks like that is your focus. That is your specialty. Okay, you are the go-to doctor in your town, your city, your area for that specific condition. Does that make sense? So, drill deep. And I tell doctors, drill deep before you drill wide. Don't go too wide too fast because then you become a little bit overwhelmed. Like, we have a FUNC Mindfulness program that gives you 12 websites like overnight. Well, within 10 minutes actually. So we give you, thyroid and neuropathy and ADHD and diabetes and leaky gut and migraines. We give you all these websites, but that's just laying the foundation. You need to drill deep, which means, hey, I'm going to shoot 10 videos on ADHD. I'm going to have 2 or 3 or 4 ADHD only websites. Okay. I'm going to run ADHD Facebook ads. I'm going to have a follow-up sequence of emails for everybody that opts in to, a free consultation or a free in-office workshop that you might do. That makes sense? So then you're dripping on these people with science and education, and you're empowering these people over time, and you're giving them video testimonials. Does that make sense? So drill deep, dominate one condition before going on to the next one. Okay, that's what you need to focus on. So really think about what you want to fill your practice with. And I said this on a previous podcast, but you really have to think about what your ideal patient looks like. Like for me, it would not be diabetes. It would probably not be neuropathy, because that's going to generally bring an older demographic with a big history, a 45-minute history. Hey, Harold fell off his ladder in 1978, hit his head, and so that's what it's going to bring. I don't want that. I don't want to fill my office with that. For me, based on where I'm at in life, I got kids, younger, so I want to see people, so for me, weight loss, thyroid fits, ADHD kids fit, gut dysfunction that fits. So that's kind of my focus. That's what I want to focus on. That's what I gear my Facebook ads, my demographic towards. That makes sense. So really, you really need to think on that. What do you want to be a specialist in? For me, fibro, forget it. I don't want to come to my office and see 12 fibro patients. That would drain me. Instead of I would rather, have kids bouncing off the walls than people just puking on me with their, I'm so depressed. Sometimes these fibro, and I'm just going to get kind of clinical on you real quick. Sometimes these fibro patients, that's their identity. Okay, they don't want help. Sometimes these people, they just want people to feel sorry for them. Sometimes they just, that's kind of who they are. And it doesn't matter what you tell them. You give them tips, tools, strategies, suggestions. Let's try this and that. And a lot of times they just, they don't want it. They balk at him and ha. They really, that's their identity. That's they want people to feel sorry for them. That's not my thing. So I don't want to fill my office with that. So anyway, you really got to think about who you want to, what you want your ideal patient to look like, your ideal practice member, if you will. But yeah, the goal, the main idea and theme of this podcast is just be unique, be different, and do things that not everybody does. Add food. Like when we started food testing our patients, it was such an easy yes. It's people have an inherent interest in things food related. I started showing them these graphs, and look at this. This patient reacted to green beans. This patient reacted to kidney beans and spinach and garlic and all these different things. People are, oh my gosh, I wonder what I react to. And it's just an inherent interest. It's an inherent yes. So it was just so easy for us to tie this food testing into everything that we did. We tied it into our weight loss. We tied it into all of our clinical protocols. And it just became, I know if I can clean up a person's diet objectively, man, that's awesome. Because, I can't tell you how many people come to me and I'm their 6th, 7th, 8th doctor they've been to, and nobody's food tested. It's just, everybody's just cookie cutter. Everybody's generic. Everybody's a one size fits all. Hey, here's a list of all your fruits and vegetables in your proteins and whatnot, and it's not objective. And when you can give a patient a report from a lab that a third party has done the analysis, it's a gold standard, which is the blood test. People listen, they comply. When it's on paper, it's on black and white. They comply. They follow your recommendations, your suggestions, and when you do that, or when they do that, clinical results go up. When clinical results go up, you get more referrals. okay, this thing just snowballs. And what we do is we take these reports, we laminate them, so people keep them around the kitchen. They carry them with them to the grocery store. And other people see that and say, what do you got there? What's that graph? And people say, oh, this is my food test. And they, how do I get that? I want that. And then you start to get referrals and this thing just snowballs. But why does it happen? Because you're different. You're unique. You're special. Okay, you're a specialist. So figure out what that might look for you. Okay, what do you want your ideal practice? And I will say, as much as I love chiropractic, when there's one in every corner, it's a commodity. I don't care how great of an adjuster you are. Patients don't understand that. It doesn't matter how good you have to do something a little bit different. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to step out of chiropractic like I did. You can continue to be, but you continue to adjust these patients because they need that. But you need to think about what else can you offer that is going to help get a better clinical result, because I believe in 2018 and moving forward that a lot of people's health challenges come from too much inflammation. It's the standard American diet is just taking its toll on people, and they've built themselves sick because of poor choices and whatnot. And I think an adjustment, as awesome as it is, I think it can only take them so far. I think where we're at with the toxicity levels and processed foods, I think we need to take it a step further and really address a person's diet. But how do you monetize that? That's the big question. And the food testing that we do and the nutrient testing we do, we're able to monetize master food list for a patient, because they're going to pay for the testing. I get paid $150 for that. Okay, it takes me 5 minutes. So you can, from a business perspective, you can make money by pointing people in the right direction. Versus, because I talk to a lot of doctors where it's, they're adjusting somebody and they give, they're adjust, and they give advice to the patient. They give them a food list perhaps, but there's no money in that. Okay, you're just giving advice. They're not paying for that. So why don't you take it a step further and provide a service for that, where you're actually making money by objectively food testing a patient or objectively testing them for nutrient deficiencies to determine exactly what that patient should be taking from a supplement standpoint. Does that make sense? So add the testing that is unique. It's different. It decommoditizes you, or whatever that word is, right? It makes you special. So that's the goal for today's podcast, episode number 2. So really think on it, pray on it, figure out, hey, how can I make myself different from everybody else in town? Because everybody else is doing the same damn thing. And when that happens, understand that, hey, it's a race to the bottom. I'm going to start throwing up signs all over the streets, and I'm going to start putting Facebook ads for, I saw one the other day, it was $1 for an exam. I don't remember if it was adjustment, but an exam, I think maybe it was even x-rays. It was this guy doing a video, and it was, I don't want to get into too many details because that's his thing, and I'm sure he's a great doctor, but it was a $1 for a first visit. So that, to me, that's the bottom. I mean, where do you go from there in the world of chiropractic? As awesome as it is, I think, again, like I've said, it's a broken business model. When that's all you do, and there's one in every corner, now it's, okay, how cheap can I get this thing? Because then you got to make up for it in volume. Because you're taking such a price gouge on the front end. Now you got to make up with volume, and you got to turn these $1 people that who knows, how good of quality these people are when they respond to their Facebook ad. But that's up to you to decide, and I'm not in that world anymore. So but I still kind of am, because I hear the stories and I talk to chiropractors almost every day, not every day, but almost every day, and I hear the challenges and the insurance struggles and the staff struggles and the overhead struggles in this arena of chiropractic. And I was there, and I'm not there anymore because of this whole beautiful system that I love so much. This arena called functional medicine. It's a fun way to practice, very lucrative, and if I can help in any way, just reach out to me anytime. So, all right, guys, I got to run, but I hope you enjoy this podcast. Please share it, please like it, please subscribe, so that we can help. I can keep spreading this message and hopefully help more doctors, help more people. All right, guys, have a great day, and see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Functional Practice Podcast with Dr. Brandon Mannie. Please make sure to subscribe and share with other doctors. Also, make sure to connect with Dr. Mannie on Facebook and YouTube, or visit functionalmedicinemarketing.com.